Hi, May. Um, so I was doing this, I don't know how long ago it was, but I did this, tried to do it about an hour and a half ago, but my phone disconnected me and I was having a hard time reconnecting it. So, I had to try to fix my phone. I don't know if you were in here when I was doing it the first time, but it just cut out while I was in the middle of trying to give somebody a card. If you would like a card, let me know. Um, yeah, so I don't know if anybody's gonna come back because it took me a long time to get my phone back up and running. Um, okay. Yeah, I was doing this. I did a video live earlier. I wouldn't say earlier, but um, very recently, and it cut out. I'm using my phone and my high speed data. I'm already low on data. Well, I was until I renewed my plan, and then it just cut out. So I fixed it for now. Took me about an hour and a half, well, half an hour to try to get it back working again. Uh, this is the deck I'm using, Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. So you have hostilities. This came up in the last one for somebody. Um, as you can see, there's a sword in this card also. So it pretty much is telling you to kind of keep your guard up. You're gonna maybe come across a situation where you have to, where you feel like you have to defend yourself. Staying away from certain people, maybe an argument or something that may have happened recently, or it's possibly one that's coming up. So kind of distancing yourself from certain people. Yeah, and keeping your guard up. The number is 26. The numbers oftentimes mean something. It can and it may not. So I hope that helps. So the message is to kind of keep certain people at arm's length. And stay away from certain situations. You're welcome. What are you scared of? Are you this could also be a message for like a preventative measure. It doesn't necessarily mean something's gonna happen, but it could be saying, just currently speaking, to keep your guard up so that you don't get and stop trusting people so easily. That way these hostilities won't affect you and they won't happen. So it's not necessarily saying that something bad is going to happen or that you're going to have to fight. It is a possibility, but since it is a general message, it, for me, general doesn't necessarily predict. It just gives you a focus point. Yeah, that's my perception of general. I mean, it can predict, but for me, more so, I take it as something, spirit giving you something to focus on. So nothing to be scared of. Just maybe defending your character or something. It's nothing bad. No problem. I'm wondering if anybody is gonna. Yeah. Yep. Kind of gives me like a Nine of Wands type of energy, even though there is a sword here. I mean, it's Oracle, it's not Tarot, but some of these cards can definitely have references of a traditional tarot deck. So how is your, not night, but morning going? It is 3:49 here in the morning. Mm, yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. Um, it was okay. But yeah, like you, I slept through most of it. Um, really didn't do anything, but when I did get up, I eventually got some readings done. Um, that was pretty much it. And maybe watched some YouTube videos, but other than that, I didn't really do much of anything but sleep. Hmm. You too. I'll probably be heading off because it's been 15 minutes and so far you were the only one to be in this one. I had quite a few in the one before this one, but I got disconnected. Tried to reconnect and I couldn't. So I came back, but it looks like everybody is either gone to sleep or maybe they gave up on me. I don't know, but I think in a few minutes, if I don't see anybody else, I'm gonna head out. And possibly try to go to sleep. I'm not gonna promise that I will go to sleep, but I'm gonna try to. Good night. Sleep well. I will definitely try. I am tired, but I'm not really sleepy. And if you would like a card, let me know. It is general. So I think May left. I'm not sure if she's still here. So if you would like a card and you haven't gotten one yet tonight, let me know and I will pull you one. If you were in the previous live before I did this one, I got disconnected out of that one. So that's what happened there. So I'm resuming those messages. If I can get this to stay where it needs to stay. Okay. So if anybody would like a general card, let me know. I'm using the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. So I'm just resuming the live that I had a little bit earlier. I got disconnected and it took me forever to try to get reconnected again. So I'm back for a little bit. So we got some people stopping by, but everybody's being quiet. Um, and this time I've made sure that I could see your messages. If anyone sees Deepika somewhere, Deepika, if you happen to see her in another live, tell her that when I was in the middle of her message, my phone disconnected me. But I do know, I still know what card came up for her. So she can, if I do happen to do another live, if she doesn't come in this one, I can give her the message. It took me literally like an hour to reconnect my phone. I need to get a new one. I do also have a new website, so the ones that is previously or that is currently in my previous videos, the link that is the website I'm no longer using. I'm still in the process of creating my new one. I'm finished with it, but still adding a few finishing touches, and I think I'll just wait before I release that link until I get everything situated. I've changed a lot and removed certain things from. I'm offering fewer services, and also I've changed some prices and stuff like that. In the future, I'll probably add more, but for right now, I'm just going to stick with the few that is on there. So in probably a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and get off since there's not really anybody in here. There's people popping in and out, but they're not saying anything. If you would like a card, let me know. It is a general card that I'm pulling from Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Hey, Millie Mercy. So I had a live a little bit before this one. I don't know if it uploaded or not, or if it just deleted when I got disconnected. I ended up getting disconnected, and it took me forever to kind of get my phone to reconnect. So when I did, I came back. Yeah, I've already shuffled these, but yes, you can have a card. So you have walking away in reversed. The number is 27. This is how it looks upright, but you have it reversed. It's 27. The numbers can often mean something, so that's why I do make it a point to mention them. In reversed, generally it's a card about letting go and moving on, but in reverse, it talks about maybe something no longer resonating with you. It actually speaks of it actually talks about things could be worse than what they already are. Um, it does say that you have the power to let go of something that's unhealthy or um, something that no longer honors you. Um, it's kind of a card that says it's safe to move on, whereas walking away um, upright is you still being stuck in a situation. However, now when it's in reverse, you actually are in the headspace where you can walk away. That can be a job. It can be related to a relationship, maybe a friendship, even just anything that doesn't make sense to stay in. Um, I think in reverse and upright, it kind of means the same thing. So I really don't know why there is a reversed for some of these cards, but um, it actually also talks about giving up sooner than you need to. So maybe there's a situation or a relationship that kind of doesn't seem ideal to you, but maybe it'll get that way in time. But if you walk away now, you'll never find out. That's what I feel like it means mostly. Um, so, and it could say you feel stuck between making a decision of walking away and staying. But I also feel like it says that you know what you want to do and it's safe for you to do it, whether that's moving on or walking away, whichever one it is safe for you to do it. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that wasn't all over the place, because this card literally means kind of a few different things. um but yeah, if you can see in the picture, um upright, here we go with this thing again. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just fixing this thing here. Um, Jesus. Whichever one you I feel like it's safe for you to do either one, stay or leave, but I feel like it's also saying in reverse that you're possibly trying to give up a little bit too soon. But if you can see in the card here, she's walking away and she's closed the gate behind her. But in reverse, it's obviously the opposite. You're still feeling stuck on what decision to make. But for the most part, it says that it's safe to walk away and it's safe to stay. And you don't need his permission to move on, is what that says. Um, yeah. So do what you feel is the most logical at this time. You're welcome. Yeah, the numbers are not always going to resonate. It is the creator's way of keeping the cards in order. So they weren't designed for it to mean something specifically, but oftentimes clients report back to me that the number meant something to them specifically. So I do make sure that if I'm using this deck, I do make sure to tell people what number is on it just in case it could resonate, but it's not always going to. Ain't no problem. Sometimes it could mean, if it does resonate, it could be like a birth date, possibly even a time frame, a number and count of something, somebody's favorite number. It can mean all sorts of things. It's not necessarily a spiritual number. And again, they won't always, the numbers, the creator's way of keeping the cards in order. Hi, Lauda or Luda. If you would like a card, let me know. It is general, so it doesn't answer anything specific. It'll probably give you like something to focus on, or possibly it might speak of something going on currently. Just depends on your energy. So if you would like one, let me know. And I think I'll make you the last one because it looks like nobody's really coming in. I did do a live before this one and got disconnected. It took me a little bit to reconnect, and I guess everybody gave up. So yes. Okay, so I have your card. I don't know if this came up reversed or not. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was upright. No problem. So you have card number 20. So sometimes the number can mean something, but it might not. It could be significant to like a birthday or a numbering count of something, an anniversary, somebody's favorite number, whatever the case is. Doesn't always have to be related to anything, as the creators way of keeping the cards in order is to put numbers on them. So, but I have had clients come back to me and tell me that the number meant something significant to them. So that's why I make it relevant for me to mention that. But you have envy. I'm not sure how well you could see that because I don't know, this phone is so you have envy in the upright position. Card number 20. Envy is usually about being dissatisfied, having lack of something, kind of maybe being envious of other people. Not like you hate people, but like you want something that maybe another person has. Not in a bad way, but it's the only way I know how to explain it. Not in a like obsessive, hateful type of way, no. It is upright. It talks about somebody that already has a valuable life. However, they feel like they could have a little bit more, which is nothing to nothing bad. It's not bad to want more than what you already have, but in the midst of wanting more, you're kind of ignoring what you already have in front of you. And what you already have placed in front of you, you can possibly make something big out of that. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. Yeah, so when you shift your focus to what I have and not what I want to have, then you maybe will start to get those things that you desire. So your message is pretty much to be happy for what's already in front of you. Yes, it's okay to always, it's actually a good thing to want more, but you're making it seem like what you have is kind of like it's not enough, it's too small. But the smallest things make the biggest difference. So keep that in mind. Yeah, hope that made sense. That might, if that's no problem. Yeah. So I think I might head off because, oh, I was trying to figure out how many people I've had in this one. So there were 3 people. Had quite a few in the other one, but yeah, I'll try to do one later on today. To the second person that's came in, if you would like a card, let me know. It comes from the Energy Oracle, and it is a general message. So just let me know if you want one. Blessings to you too, and no problem. So I do have them shuffled now again. So if you would like a card, let me know. I think I'll be headed off in maybe a few minutes since I'm not really getting anybody. So I see one person in here, but I'm not sure who it is. If you are interested in a general card message, let me know. Actually, looks like my battery is about to die too.